According to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal Rahmatullahi Alaihe, Muawiyah himself did not die with Iman. Assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah, Assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Habiballah, Assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Rahmatan lil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum to all. Dear brothers and sisters, do you know in the history of Islam who have damaged and harmed the most to the Muslim nation? The answer is the Munafiqs, the hypocrites. Munafiqs have caused so much damages to the millat and the humanity in the name of Islam. The shocking point is the Munafiqs did not even hesitate to wage a war against Islam in the disguise of being Sahabi. Even there were Munafiqs among those who prayed Salat behind the beloved holy Rasul Sallallahu Alaihe Wasallam, even though they were considered to be Sahabis before. But since the moment their hypocrisy have been revealed, they are actually known as hypocrites and will be remembered as Munafiqs till the day of Qiyamah, but not as Sahabi anymore. And one of the name of such hypocrites is Muawiyah. It is not my personal view, it is not a myth, it is what Muawiyah himself declared with his actions in various occasions. Dear brothers and sisters, to understand the further discussion, let me give you an example that I fought against you, I killed you, then I overthrew what you represented or what you fought for and established. Do I have to explain what all this means? Is there any documents needed to understand my stand? Certainly not. In the same way, by going to a war against Mawlaya Ala Ali Radiallahu Anhu in the battle of Siffin, Muawiyah actually has openly dared to say he is a hypocrite. By killing enormous Sahabaye Keram in the field of Siffin, Muawiyah has openly dared to say he is an anti-Sahabi. Nauzubillah. By the declaration of a war against Ahle Bayet in the field of Siffin, Muawiyah has openly declared he is a direct enemy of Ahle Bayet and the Ahle Bayet is his enemy. By overthrowing the Khelafat, Muawiyah made it very clear that he is a traitor, Baghi, he is a rebel, he is an apostate to Tawhid Risalat, he is an enemy of Islam. Muawiyah has openly dared to say at Siffin he does not believe in Khelafat. Muawiyah has taken a oath to uproot the Khelafat and established Mulukiyat, and he did it so. Now, dear brothers and sisters, after all this, there left no confusion or lack of evidence to prove that Muawiyah has committed kufr and showed hypocrisy. Any doubt to that will question our level of understanding of Iman Islam. But yes, there are some people who still do not understand this simple equation. They are blindly in a complete favor of Muawiyah. Some ignorant people do not accept that Muawiyah himself said by the declaration of war against Ahle Bayet, killing Sahabaye Keram and all the kufr I have just mentioned earlier in this video. The fact is they do not want to understand that Muawiyah himself tried his best to mean. The most saddest thing is they call Muawiyah as hawk and Sahabi. Nauzubillah. They consider the enemy of Ahle Bayet as hawk and the killer of Sahabaye Keram as Sahabi. Nauzubillah. Dear brothers and sisters, we must understand Muawiyah is the one who has spent his entire life in insulting Ahle Rasul Sallallahu Alaihe Wasallam, conspiring against Ahle Bayet. Even before his death, he designed the Kufri blueprint of killing of Ahle Bayet Radiallahu Ta'ala Anhum in Karbala. After knowing all this, can we still support Muawiyah? Can we call him a Sahabi? Will we be able to die with Iman if we hold Aqidah of considering the murder of Sahabaye Keram as Sahabi? and the enemy of Ahle Bayet, which is ultimate enmity to Allah Ta'ala and beloved Holy Rasul Sallallahu Alaihe Wasallam, as a hawk, as Sahabi? The answer is obviously not. In fact, according to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal Rahmatullahi Alaihe, Muawiyah himself did not die with Iman. So, dear brothers and sisters, let's make an informed decision about Muawiyah and his Kufri ideology of Mulukiyat. If we consider Muawiyah as hawk, then his disbelief, his conspiracies against Ahle Bayet, against Islam, against Khelafat, against Sahabaye Keram will also be recognized as hawk. Nauzubillah. No believer can do that. Hereby, the optimistic conclusion is, while nearly most of the scholars are silent on this issue, the position of World Sunni movement should be highly appreciated, as World Sunni movement has unveiled the truth about Muawiyah and denounced Mulukiyat founded by him, and testified that the enemy of Ahle Bayet never be called hawk, the murderer of Maqbool Sahabaye Keram never be called Sahabi. So, while being aware of Kharejiism, Wahhabism, Salafism, Shiaism, let's be aware of Muawiyyahism, Yazidism. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.